Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. I got a lot of sales to show you. I got a couple interesting toy lots, including vintage Masters of the Universe and other vintage toys. So let's check it out. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit and take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. All right, here we go. We got a shopgoodwill.com toy lot. I won. I think it's pretty decent. I was hoping there might be one item I could maybe upgrade my collection, but I think maybe not. But that's okay. I think I can make a profit on this one. So we got some interesting assortment here. First off, we got some little Imagine-X figures. Those are nothing special, I don't think. I'll just throw those up together probably to try to sell them off. We got a Marvel figure. Again, if I'm lucky, it's worth 10 to 15, something like that. But we'll see. We'll see. We got some interesting odds and ends. This looks like a new Batman vehicle. No idea about that. If it's worth reselling, that'd be great. And then we've got this Harley Davidson motorcycle that looks like it's a transformer, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's a legit transformer or not. I guess it might be. I'll check it out. So that'd be cool if that were a good one, but I don't have any idea. We got a 1992 G.I. Joe with U.S. Army uniform, fatigues. So, no idea about that one too. I'm not a big fan of the 12-inch G.I. Joes either. So, had one Thundercat Mumra over here. Usually these guys are good for maybe worth about $10 or something like that. Thundercats is another one I just for some reason never got into collecting for. So we got those. We got Masters of the Universe. We got some okay figures. Nothing crazy condition-wise. Nothing that great. We got a Triclops, Tongue Lasher. He's got a little bit of scrapes on his mouth. And Mechanic. At least they're solid standing figures. And then we have a little bit better one here. We got a Mosquitor. I was hoping that this one would be good enough to upgrade mine, because my Mosquitor is nice, but the legs are kind of loose. These legs are, I think, a little less loose. Well, here's the let's look at the blood action feature. Pumping the blood. It's got a few scuff marks. Other than that, it's a pretty nice Mosquitor. The legs are still slightly loose. Mine, of course, on a figure stand, it really doesn't matter, but mine are a little bit more, actually, yeah, they're quite a bit more loose than that. I don't know. I really don't know. I have to do a really hard comparison and see if I really want to swap them out. Because the face on my Mosquitor is really nice condition. So then, moving down the line here, we got, looks like some Princess of Power, some She-Ra figures. I'll have to research those. I don't know a lot about She-Ra. So we got 3 of them here. So they're pretty nice. Another line, I mean, if there were anything, I might consider collecting that, but I don't think so. Then we have this one. I don't think this is a She-Ra figure, but it's missing a leg. But there is a utility belt on her, so I'll see if that's anything that's worth selling for parts or repair. But I don't think that doesn't look like a She-Ra. It's a little bit bigger and it doesn't have the same markings on it. Okay, then last but not least, the reason why I went after the lot, I thought I could make a profit, is for this. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. This is a rare figure, Bebop. Bebop's not rare. He's a very common figure right here. But this guy is, I guess, Forgotten Warriors of the Sewer or something like that. So this one came out pretty late, 1994, so pretty late in the line. This is a Warrior Bebop. I think they're called Forgotten something of the Sewer. And this is like about $150 figure or something like that on eBay. Pretty uncommon figure. So I saw that one and I said, well, if I can win this for a reasonable price, this one could, in theory, make the money back, and the rest would be pure profit with the possibility of upgrading my Mosquitor. I'm not quite sure about that, but either way, I think if I successfully sell the Bebop and sell some of the other stuff, then I'll be in a profit. So a little more research and we'll see how much some of these She-Ra figures and everything are worth and see if we can make some profit. Pretty neat. Alright, here's a really awesome vintage Masters of the Universe. Well, this was a high bid auction and I won 6 auctions, 6 figures. It was like one of those situations where once you there's a big figure I'm trying to win, and so there's a bunch of little ones that are going for cheap, so I might as well try to win them. I ended up getting some pretty cool ones. So we'll start from like least exciting to most exciting. First off, we got a really nice Cyclone here. So he's got his little radar dish. That's just a sticker, so that a lot of times that's missing, so that's nice and intact. This is a really nice condition one. His legs are slightly loose but pretty good, and he's complete with his weapon. That one I believe I won for $8, so not bad. And then I got a nice Whiplash here, very nice condition, might be nicer than the one I have, and he's complete with his spear, and that spear is nicer than the one I have, so I'll be swapping that out with my collection. But I won him for $8 as well, so I thought that was a pretty good one. Then over here we've got, this one's really nice. This is a Mexico Battle Armor Skeletor. I did not have this variant, so he looks a little bit different, just barely in the paint and everything, and it's a very solid figure. I won that for $4 actually. Very tight legs, very nice. The Mexico figures, the legs are always really nice and tight. So I was really happy with this one. Everything works good on him. Paint is almost flawless. I'd say that's a really nice, if I were to sell that, that's at least maybe like a $20 figure or something. So for $4, that's pretty good. Of course, obviously, the only way you can make this work is by doing combined auctions, right? Because, you know, because I'm paying for shipping for one time. So, but $4 for that nice Mexico Battle Armor Skeletor. Then we have, this one's sort of like a mystery figure. I thought it was going to be a, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if it's a Dragon Blaster Skeletor. It's a Mexico, 1984 Mexico Skeletor, which would be a Dragon Blaster Skeletor normally. The head is like the Dragon Blaster Skeletor head, I believe. But the feet, although they have the color, paint color of, that would be like Dragon Blaster Skeletor, the feet are not the Dragon Blaster Skeletor extended heels. So, I just don't know. It's a really interesting figure though, and I won it for $10, and I was really happy with that because it actually came with a power sword and a Havoc staff, and I'd say each of these are worth over $10 a piece anyways. So for $10, that was a really nice pickup right there. Mexico Skeletor, I guess maybe a Dragon Blaster Skeletor, but it is different with the feet. So for Dragon Blaster Skeletor, since he had a big backpack, they started making the Skeletor feet to where they had extended heels to where he could stand better. So this one doesn't have that, so I just really don't know exactly what I have here, but it's a very nice condition figure. Then here was the one that was kind of a letdown. It was really nice, I thought, or in theory it is. It's a 1981 Taiwan Skeletor. Got nice accessories. He had his armor, his Havoc staff, and a nice unbroken power sword, so that's great. But this is a 1981 half-boot Taiwan Skeletor, and it was the paint variant of the face that I didn't have yet for my collection, being no peach cheeks. So a lot of the half-boots will have peach cheeks, but then there was a transition period where they stopped. They still did the half-boot paint, but they stopped putting as many paint applications on the face. So absence of the peach cheeks and actually, but still the 3-color eye paint. A lot of this stuff probably sounds confusing, but anyways, it was a variant of Skeletor that I didn't have. But unfortunately, the legs are slightly loose, but mainly the main issue is the spring waist is broken. And of course I wouldn't be able to tell that in the pictures. But man, it's like a flawless, pretty flawless for a half-boot Skeletor otherwise. I paid like maybe $60-something for that one, so that one is a little bit disappointing, but it's still okay with considering I got almost all the accessories, and it's still pretty nice. Then the grand finale here, I won a King Randor. So the figure itself is pretty nice condition. Actually, it's really nice condition. It just has slightly loose legs, and a little bit of discoloration on the wrist bracer there. But more importantly, he has a complete cape, and it is in very, very nice condition, this cape. And that's what I needed for my collection. And also, King Randor's spear I was missing. So there's a complete King Randor. And I think my King Randor, I like the condition of it just a little bit better. So basically, I'm going to be taking that cape and the spear and adding it to my King Randor, and then putting up this King Randor for sale. I paid about $140, I think, for that one. I won that one. Considering the condition of that cape right there, I would think that cape could be worth, on eBay prices at least, could be worth the amount I paid anyways, and definitely with the spear. So to get a complete King Randor with a cape that's that nice a condition, I think I got a good deal. So yeah, I'm going to be selling the King Randor minus the accessories I need. Probably selling these figures, and then these figures I'm going to be hanging on to Skeletor variants. So it's pretty interesting, but there was opportunity. If I wanted to make 100%, just go all in for profit, I think I could turn a profit on this amount that I spent here for sure. All right, here's a little batch of sales. I sold this Nerf Rebel Blaster right here. That one sold for $26.49 total paid by the customer. Nerf Rebel. Then I sold the Nike football V-Strike. That one sold for $21.72 total paid by the customer. Then sold this vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mondo Gecko figure. I probably should have just kept that, but $9.03 total paid by the customer. Then I sold these Asics Gel Cayano 14 shoes. Those are pretty good. I got those at the thrift store for actually $10. I was surprised at the price because they look brand new from a Goodwill. $80 total paid by the customer for those. And somebody overseas wanted a combined order here. They got the Vintage Masters of the Universe Spikor Mace and Mossman Mace. $20 total paid by the customer for the, or no, they paid international shipping, but $20 is what they paid. I got paid. And finally, another overseas, $19.99, bought this vintage G2 Transformers Autobot Rapido, I think his name is, Rapido. $19.99 total paid by the customer. Alright, I sold the boombox, the Sanyo vintage boombox. $120 total paid by the customer. Alright, here's a nice batch of a bunch of little sales. I sold this vintage weapon for a toy line called Arco, or a brand called Arco, the Other World, I think it was called. Well, it's like a bendable, figure. Anyways, $7.47 total paid by the customer for that weapon. This New Adventures of He-Man, I think it's Thunder Punch He-Man's shield, has kind of some damage to the part where it holds on the arm there. Took a best offer for that. $14.64 total paid by the customer for that. This vintage GoBot Jeep figure, I don't know exactly what this figure's name is. That one right there, $12.44 total paid by the customer. This vintage Lucha Libre figure I found in a thrift store bag one time, quite a while ago. $8 total paid by the customer. And then a vintage Masters of the Universe Trapjaw utility belt, $15.89 total paid by the customer. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.